What is going on, everybody? We're back. It's your boy CD, also known as Chloe's dad, with my dog GXT, Gunpla Tesseract, also known as Austin. We are 2/3 of your favorite podcast, your favorite Gundam Builders podcast. We are the Undergated Podcast, brought to you by the Undergated Network. We talk anime, manga, movies, books, TV, everything else in between every Wednesday, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 12 o'clock Eastern. We've been doing this for how many weeks now, Austin?
128, I believe. So that's
128 weeks straight,
consistent.
bringing you the Gundam Pod, your favorite pod, Undergated Podcast. My dog Austin, I just want to say before we get into it, because we always roll into greetings, but I just want to say thank you, brother, for keeping us strong and whole, keeping the streak alive. Everyone in the comments last video were definitely saying we need more Austin content, and I am with them. I agree. More mechs from Austin, Master Grade Mondays with Austin, AOZ with Austin, whatever you want to do, I'm here for it, dog. You held us down. I appreciate it, and everyone of our fans definitely loved it too.
Hey, more than happy to do it. Thank you, everybody who sent some great vibes and some valid criticism. I did say it was going to be Ace Combat and AOZ all day, and I almost didn't talk about it. I was not expecting to run a podcast by myself being that difficult, because you're by yourself, and when I asked a question, I was like, oh, crap, they're not here to... Or like I got 10 minutes in and I'm like, oh, well, I'm kind of done talking. I don't usually talk to myself this much.
They say you're not crazy if you're talking, but if you start answering yourself, that's a whole nother story. So
I guess you're right. And you know what's problem? Like halfway through it, I did start answering a little bit of my questions, because I was like, well, there's got to be some type of rapport here. There's got to be some type of rapport. I guess Imaginary Austin's going to have to answer his own questions.
Playing devil's advocate to yourself sounds crazy. But thanks again, Austin. We appreciate you here at the Undergated Network, holding it down 128 episodes straight. But before we get into everything, we can't forget.
Go ahead. Greetings. See, I learned. I was learning. I was studying the whole time. Right? Hey, I guarantee you there is going to be some more just exclusive Austin stuff coming, because I know how to do it now.
Yes.
So it's coming.
You record, I edit, we'll put it out. We'll make it work. But greetings, we always start the episode with the greetings. We always just want to get away from the Gundams and the Gunpla and everything else we do in this hobby, and just kind of sit down and check in with each other and everyone who follows the pod. Just kind of hear about how your guys' lives are going, how's your day going. Yes, it is 2/3. We are still missing Coop. He'll be back soon, but continue to send prayers to our brother Coop, man. He's having some tough times, but he is battling through it, and he is becoming a new man. Coop Jin Woo, as he said. He's on his solo level mission, becoming an S rank, and I love to hear it, man. So keep him in your prayers. But Austin, how you doing, dog?
Brother, man, it's been okay. Okay. Ups and downs here and there. I feel a lot better, but apparently my body disagrees. So, like I told you earlier, I was I came home and all of a sudden my heart rate, everything, blood pressure just shot up. And apparently I might just be super stressed, but I don't feel it. And I'm like, so I have to get that looked at. I don't know if there's definitely stressors in my life. I think there's stressors in everybody's life. But I always felt like I was at least handling most of it. But I don't know, man. It's like that phantom pain has been running around, maybe something like that. But besides that, I feel like I've been tackling pretty well. I mean, I've been doing all right, man. Doing all right. Hanging in there. Job, work, life.
Life. Hey, well, I'm glad. Even though they say you might be stressed, your presence seems better, man. But let's get that stress down. I don't want to see you back in the hospital or pass out somewhere. Let's rub some earlobes, a little woosah if we need to.
I really can't afford to go back to the hospital. Y'all might have to just duct tape me to some chairs at work.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah, we got to keep you there, around, bro. None of that. So let's all wish Austin. Let's all give him some woosah and some good energy, and let's hope Austin continues to be good, man. We all need that. I'm glad to hear that, though.
Spirit bomb me. For
4 or 5 episodes. That's how long I swear to God, bro. Goku's spirit bomb lasted 3 or 4 episodes until he was ready to jump this shit.
Bro, oh my! But you know what's crazy? As a kid, we were just sitting there like, "Is this the episode where he drops it? Is this the episode? It's so much bigger now." Oh man, he's He's getting it from Deers. Deers,
brother.
Deers.
Yes, Goku. I'll never forget sprinting home for that shit. As far as me, man, yeah, I wasn't here last week. I had the flu. I don't know where I got it. I work from home. Chloe didn't have it, so I caught the flu and I was down for the count. It beat my ass. So I was not on the last pod. Last time you guys seen me, I was crashing out about all the kids behind me that took me forever to put back. But I'm better now. Now I'm kind of dealing with allergies, so that's been the next issue. Actually, have been dealing with some ants. I feel like I'm Sun Jin Woo right now in solo leveling. I came home, found a line of ants coming, so I like went outside and looked, and they're like making their way around and shit. And I'm like, oh my god, bro, this is the last thing. So I've been exterminating stuff since I got back to the crib, and gonna have the pest control come out and hose down the house and stuff. But if it ain't one thing, it's another, man.
Hey man, declare war on those ants, man.
Bro,
Those
I'm telling you,
ruthless.
I feel like soul love. I'm gonna drop like a little soul loving clip right here, just so you can see how I feel. I feel like I'm about to fight somebody. That's just been crazy. Last week though, once I did feel better, me and the missus, we took a trip to Dancing with the Stars. They typed they go on tour once the show's over, and they go to each different states and cities. So we went to go see that. The guy that was in the Olympics that did the pole horse, whatever the fuck. Not the pole vault, the one he spins around with the legs. Pommel horse. There we go.
We are so uncultured.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you know.
Yeah. This anyone,
yeah. So that guy, they called him like Superman. He has like super terrible eyesight, so he like takes his glasses off and hops up there and does his thing. So he was on tour, which was cool. The missus loves that. We've been like the last 2 years. She gets like her shirts, and it was a fun time. So other than that, though, man, it was just a cool little week. Just a cool little week. Let us know in the comments how you guys are doing. Let us know everything besides Gundam. Tell us how your life, your grandkids. Someone left in the comments their birthday was on the 22nd. I forgot who it was, but happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the Undergated. Happy birthday. I think they said they were turning 30 or 31. 30 gang. Yeah, let us know, man. Check in with us. And that is the greetings. Before we get into the main part of the show, the meat and potatoes, the stuff that you guys love to see, don't forget, Austin was on here last week by himself having a ball. So if you missed last week, this is what you missed.
Used by Rezion. I believe it debuted in Double Zeta. It is actually the birth child. Actually, no, it is the offspring of the Mark V Gundam, one of my favorite Gundams of all time, and one of my favorite series of all time, which is Gundam Sentinel.
And once again, that was last week's episode with Austin. He promised some Ace Combat and AOZ lore. He kind of fell short on that, but that just means he has to come back with more for you guys. It's okay.
It's the two things I only ever talk about. I had the whole podcast to myself.
No one to check you, Austin. We took the parental control off.
I've never seen someone fumble the bag worse.
Damn. Oh, that's the Atlanta Falcons 28-3. That's what you just did there, Austin.
28-3.
You blew it. You blew the second half.
The Falcons, like, wait, what? The confetti's coming down.
But it was a good episode, man. I definitely enjoyed watching it and getting the chance to edit for the behind the scenes stuff for people that don't know about. It was a good time, so please go check out that episode. I have never once seen a comment saying, "Dang, we need more of Malik. We need more CD." But I definitely seen we need more Austin. So people, spam the comments. Tell them we need more Austin so we get some more content out of this wonderful brother here. But
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Moving on to some of the favorites, the favorite parts. We were talking about building and breaking down that backlog. What are we building? What are we breaking down on that backlog? Austin, what are you working on? It's been a minute. I haven't talked to you in a minute. What are you working on? What have you built? What have you scribed?
Yeah, nothing.
Oh.
So I actually was so busy last week, I couldn't do much of anything. The only thing I did, honestly, was draw. So I had to get my car fixed, and I went to a mechanic shop, and they were like, "Yeah, it's gonna take 3 hours. Do you want to wait here or go somewhere?" And I was like, "Okay, I guess wait here." Do you have a ride? You can drop me off? No. oh, then I'll definitely wait here.
Right. I have no
I'm
choice.
sorry, I didn't realize that my options were limited.
Do you
But,
have a loaner? I'm like, what?
no, what? No. I was like, oh, okay. So the question was, are you comfortable being here?
Yes.
I guess. But no, I just decided to pick up drawing again. So I haven't drawn for a long time, and I've been getting the itch recently. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of people drawing and stuff like that. So I decided to dive back into just making art, and I was lucky enough to have some of the people there captive, waiting for their cards as well. So I was just staring at them, like trying to draw.
That's sick,
like
though.
And I got a little bit through. And then next thing you know, I was like, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about that little session. So I ended up taking out my older, bigger sketchbooks and stuff like that, and actually going through and drawing some more stuff. So I was like, this page I completed. This is all Alex Pearson and I don't know if the camera can pick that up.
All right,
Alex
no, we see it.
And
Okay.
some other some of my favorite artists out there. Some of the stuff that they've done. So Adam Hughes and whatnot, and all the
Amazing work.
greats of the greats. So I just
That's not even building
drawing.
down the breaking down the backlog. That's Austin. That's cooking. You're literally torch flaming everything. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that is cooking. My bad. Oh well, I did have to buy a sketchbook, so I bought a sketchbook. There we go.
Okay.
On brand.
Yes.
but no, and then back to Gunpla though. Cooper is actually sizing down, so he was actually letting go of a lot of Gunpla kits, and he told me, hey, anything you want within reason you can have. And I said, oh cool, the MG
Within
Ultron.
reason.
And he's like, he literally looked at me. He's like, I said within reason, Austin. It's like, okay,
Yes.
Mega Size Aku. I was like, okay, I mean, I'm gonna kick you out.
Yeah, this way.
I'm like, no, I'll just take this. And I ended up picking up the high grade from the high grade Jupiter Gundam. And when I picked it up,
Still with the straps on it. What?
still with the straps on it, I love Coop's reaction because the first thing he said is, "What is that?" And I was like, "It's the Jupiter Gundam." It's like he's like, "What? What is it?" He was like, "It's the core Gundam. It's the Jupiter. You bought this. This is yours." And he's like, I have no idea what that is. You can take it. I was like, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Mind you, I'm on the phone as he says that, and I'm like, what? He doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about. But then he FaceTimes me, so I see. I'm not gonna put Coop on the spot, but I have a lot of kits. I think I have the third. I think Austin, you definitely got more than me. But I think Coop has us beat, dog.
I was organizing the kits. I was helping him move, and I was organizing those kits, and I'm like, you have a lot.
Yeah.
I think you have a lot. I have master grade boxes, so my numbers are actually kind of low. They just take up a lot of space. You have almost nothing but high grades and real grades.
Yes.
You have more than like physical sized me, so that's whoa. And the amount of accessories he has blew my mind. I didn't even know he had stuff I didn't know existed. Like
Probably he didn't even know he had.
he had like option parts for like the Epion, but like 3 different types. And I'm like, they even made this? What?
Yeah.
But moving on, he also gave me this Zaku high mobility side. This was actually ours.
From
mine, I guess it was just.
It's from Zakunamis. Shout out Zakunamis.
Yeah, Zakunamis. He was just chilling at his crib, and I just happened to be there, so I picked it. Then another kit he let go. He knew I was on a Witch from Mercury kick. So the Delanza, a kit I was actually not planning on building. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna get to it now because it's Witch from Mercury.
Yeah, last time I seen you had about 7.
Right? Why not add another? I just knocked one out, and I was like, cool, I'm getting the backlog down. Boop, here's another.
Yeah. Jesus.
And now for the heavy hitters. I was looking for this kit for a while, and I was gonna buy it. What's wrong? Is the audio?
You said heavy hitters. I thought he just got one.
No. Heavy hitters.
Oh.
So yeah, 2. I was looking at buying this kit because I was really excited for it. Because I saw a build of it recently, and I was like, I need to make something like that. I want the way it was painted was beautiful. It's on Pinterest. I found it. But the kit is going to be the Master Grade 3.0 Arc 78 Gundam. But this is the Gundam-based limited color version. I'm actually not going to keep it in this color. I will be repainting this in its original Arc 78 colors. But Coop had it, and Coop was like, I'm never getting around to building it, so hey, take it, brother, as a thanks. I was like, hey, Thank you, sir. I'll take it.
Damn.
Yeah, right in my lap. And now for
wow.
Right, and now for the final one, guys. This one was pretty big. I was actually not expecting to get this, but Cooper was like, "You know what, Austin? You go ahead and take it, man." And I think he said was like, "Look, man, just as a thanks for helping out, here you go." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, brother, thank you so much." It's gonna be the P Bandai Master Grade Phoenix. Master Grade Phoenix narrative version. So the gold-plated narrative Phoenix Master Grade.
The white glove version.
The white glove version. Something I never thought I would own because I always considered it just too pricey for me to purchase at the time. But dude, this is nuts.
That's a hell of a gift.
That's a hell of a gift. So I now have the Unicorn Verka, the Banshee Verka, and now this. So I have no idea.
And the narrative too.
Get to it. And the narrative too, right? So, and the narrative, yeah. So I already built the narrative. I already built the regular Unicorn. So now I just need to build the Banshee. This.
Damn. What? That is a haul just out of Coop's backlog.
That is a haul. Now, everybody, just think about it. He was willing to let these go because he had so many other kits. He was downsizing.
Bro. And that Phoenix is an expensive kit.
It's expensive. I didn't realize how expensive it was until I looked it up later. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
But, so
if there's a kit you need, Coop probably has it and doesn't realize it. If it's UC. Actually, he has a lot of other shit too, yeah.
He has stuff I've never seen. I didn't even know existed, really. Like, there was a special edition, like, Wing Zero Gundam that he had, and the box doesn't look like anything. I was like,
he has every version of it too. I swear to God, he has every version of the Wing.
I was like, dude, you have one hell of a Wing collection here. So, of course, I didn't get any Wing kits.
Yeah, the Ultron. no, sir. Go to P Bandai and get it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But that's me. CD, what did you get for building a brick?
Man, like I said, last time you guys seen me, I was crashing out about high grades and saying I didn't need any more. But of course, I lied. I did get a few things in for you guys. Speaking of Wing kits, Austin, what's my favorite Wing kit? Do you know? My favorite Wing character is
Shenlong, Wu-Fei, and the
yes.
Ultron.
So I already have one of these in my collection, but I was like, I need another.
Yeah.
So that's my issue, doubling up. So I did go ahead and get another Ultron Gundam, which is crazy. Thankfully, I got it on regular P Bandai. So this one just came in, but they're going to be releasing these retail in stores. I don't know where.
Yeah, man.
But
you're lucky. But continue. Sorry, continue.
Do you think it's going to be this box?
No. No. It's they're. I bet they have the box colored in the PDFs. They just throw that color on top of it. So they're just going to go into Michael's save file, delete that monotone color. There you go.
Oh, that means I gotta get it. I'm like, I don't need it. I already have one. But now, if the box has color, I have to have it because now, with this in stock, I actually have every version of the Ultron, high grade, this master grade, both 3 versions of the P Bandai. Like I have them all now. So like I have a DS version of Shenlong Ultron kits that I can get out, tuck to the side. So I was happy I got that. But that is not it. I just want to say a special shout out to our sponsor, Vulcan Hobby. I needed some kits. He got me these kits. So now I'm going to show you guys these kits. The first off being another one of these. Marasami Kai, because I need a squadron of these.
That makes it 3.
Or does it?
Oh my God. So you're making a whole flight.
Yeah, so now I have 4 Marasami Kais. Just because I haven't even built it. I just know I like it, and I just wanted multiple of them because I got to have more than one form. You know, I have to have the Gundam form, but I also have to have a flight form, and then maybe I just want 3 flight forms. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I did just get 2 more from Vulcan Hobby. So please use the Undergate 10 to get 10% off on Vulcan Hobby to get your own Marasami Kai.
Nice.
I want to say from the seed line, Doc, I got at least 12 kits.
12? You beat me. You beat me. I've got only 5 or 6.
Yeah, I got at least 12.
You know what I'm waiting for? That Master Grade Rising Freedom.
Oh,
and the Zegok. Yeah, the Zegok and the Master Grade Rising Freedom, and I'm done.
That's it. That's what we all say, Austin. That's what we all say. And I did get one more thing in.
You're right.
I said I wasn't gonna get this kit, and then I kind of went back and forth. But I got it.
Oh, you did get it. Oh, nice.
I did get the G-Quacks.
G-Quacks.
It grew on me, dog. It grew on me. I did.
Okay.
I found the site, so I was able to watch it again on the seat.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed it. And I've been seeing a lot of people shout out Daniel Cunningham. He snapped on his. He kind of has like a Tequila Gundam colorway with like the teal and the brown. Been seeing a lot of people kind of go crazy on it. Seen a lot of Eva themed colorways of them. So
yep.
I definitely
ones are my favorite. They match so well.
So I got the pink one. What is that? Unit 8, and I have the sniper rifle sitting on my desk. I'm like, I might paint this pink and give it the sniper rifle. So this shit is pretty sick. Have you seen there's a lot of pieces. I was surprised.
I bet because there's so many angles and stuff like that. Yeah,
a lot of little pieces. So I'm getting forward looking to that. I am looking forward to getting to that. And I just seen Gundam Central got the water slides to it too. So that's just one more thing I gotta get.
Nice.
That's just one more thing. And then I do have some stuff coming from Surigaya. I think I just have to go to the post office and pick it up. But I got this month's hobby, Link Japan, which features the G-Quacks on the cover. And I got the Death Stranding, just the standard version, and I got the collector's edition. Not with the big case and stuff, but just a metal book cover. So I'm looking forward to playing that game because the number 2 comes out in a couple months.
Nice.
A couple months. But that's it. Let us know in the comments what you guys have gotten in, breaking down, building. Just keep us in touch. We like to read these comments, man. I have a good time replying to them. So let us know in the comments what you guys are building and breaking down in your backlog. Up next, Austin kind of got into it, what he's been cooking on, but we're talking about what's cooking, work in progress, kits, photos, figures, books, TV shows, comics, anything you are cooking besides them beautiful pictures, Austin. I did see some other ones. You drew some animal pictures too. I've seen in your story.
Oh yeah, I drew some birds. Yeah,
some birds.
I was sitting there like, I haven't drawn a bird in a minute. I was looking at pictures of birds just at work.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, all right, yeah. But no, besides the drawing, so my Nintendo Switch, speaking of video games, my Nintendo Switch was broken. The cartridge reader was broken, and a friend of mine at work, he had a friend that actually repairs video game consoles. So I gave him my Switch, and he fixed up the cartridge reader, brought it back to me, and I've been jumping on Tears of the Kingdom for Nintendo Switch. For those who don't know, I played it only once, and the cartridge reader broke. Like when I was trying to get the game out, so I had my save file in there is like only 10 minutes long.
Oh,
so
damn.
It's been a year since I could play it. So I finally got into it, and dog, I sat down. It was 10 something a.m. I looked at the clock. It was nearly 8 p.m. The sun was getting ready to set. I went through like maybe a 10th of the first, like the main part of the game, a 10th of it. There's so much stuff.
Don't you just love that though?
That's the thing, man. I even was talking to Coop about it. I was like, it's been a long time since I just got lost in a world, like lost in a fantasy world that no cares, no nothing, just took my mind completely away, right? And then I was so just enamored. I was locked to the screen, trying to do everything I could. It was great. I can't wait to jump back in it. I actually have to take a break from it because I know how I get. I know this side of Austin, right, knows that he has work in the morning. This side of Austin couldn't give less of a damn.
I know that Austin will.
Yeah. You see, you see this side of Austin.
That's the Austin that texted me at 10 o'clock my time. And I'm like,
I text you at 3 in the morning.
Oh, wait. Damn, Austin, go to sleep.
And I say, sure. Austin's going to bed. Hey, CD, you still up?
Which one do you like? Yeah, I know that Austin will.
Like?
But I'm like that too. When you get something good like that, like if I find a book or a show and I just have to sit there, like I can't not finish it. So that's definitely a good feeling. Do you remember the last game that made you feel like that?
Dude, that was what I was thinking of, because the thing with Ace Combat is that you would think it would be Ace Combat. It's not. Ace Combat for me is like how can I say this? It's like coming home to a really, really like nice nostalgic type of feeling, right? But I don't lose. I'm always present in it because I'm trying to 100% it as quick as I can. A game where I just sit back and I just lose myself in it, I think, man, Assassin's Creed Odyssey did that for me. Grand Theft Auto 5, when I first played it, did that for me because there was just so much to discover.
Yeah.
Shoot, dude. There's a lot. What was it? Ghost Recon Wildlands, the Xbox One when it first dropped was like one of those games too. And then I think The Last of Us #1. And then
love that game.
Man, there's a couple other games but those I think would be the big ones. I would have to go through my game catalog really and probably get you back with an actual list of games that lost me.
I think GTA was probably the most recent one. Because even I got back on GTA. Once I got this PS5, that was like one of the first games. People was like, bro, you gotta download it. And I got on it and I was like, damn, this is fucking fun. And I'm just playing through the missions. Like I haven't even got online and stuff like that. It's just like love exploring the world. That's dope though.
Yeah, man. It is great just sitting there relaxing and just, hours go by and you're just like,
you look up, oh damn.
Yeah. All right, one more adventure. It's 5:30. One more mission.
God damn. Are you working on any builds, anything right now?
No, man. I mean, there's my secret build, and I put a little bit of work in it, but I honestly just haven't had the time. And The Legend of Zelda was going to be the day, but bye bye. So there's that, but nothing else really for me right. Well, at least this. Oh, I have been working on some photos. I don't know, man. I'm just on an art kick, I guess. Once I started drawing again, it was kind of like I'm taking the camera. I've gone out and done street photography for the first time in a while. So I've taken some shots. I'll probably send it to you, CD, after we do this. But yeah. And say which one do you like better?
Just getting away from the desk, right? It's been nice.
Getting away from the desk. I was longboarding today too, so I went out and skated for the first time in a while. And that was interesting. I don't know, man. Just on a journey right now.
Damn, I'm loving it. Are you watching any shows, any anime, any manga, Apocrypha Diaries?
Oh, dude, I'm waiting for Apocrypha Diaries to like get a little bit closer to the season finale because I hate waiting for the season finale, dude. But clips keep coming up on YouTube.
Yes,
and I'm like, and just little clips. I'm like, oh yeah. I
feel like it has to be around the corner because a lot of shows are getting ready to end. 2025 is getting ready to start, and I feel like we got some heat coming in the spring, so we'll check that out.
We got some stuff coming, brother. This is going to be an interesting year for everything. Gaming is on fire, right? We have the Nintendo Switch 2 right around the corner, right? That's in 2 days from this recording. And
Xbox saying they're going to have stream or not?
Xbox
Steam.
Steam, yeah, on Steam, right? And they're bringing all the games to PlayStation, right? PlayStation is getting rid of the live service stuff because they realize it just costs too much, so they might be just doing regular games again.
Yes.
And GTA 6 at the end of the year. Who would have thought?
Wait. I forgot. I crashed out. I forgot to say this. No, I can't go grab it. So I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, right? Shout out to the homie Go Berserk, Nate, Gunpla OG, everybody I've played online with. I've been like really, really, really getting into Call of Duty, dog. And I made a purchase.
Oh.
I went and bought the Elite, like the Edge PlayStation controller.
Oh, really? Nice.
Like,
yeah.
$222 controller.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's just $199.99.
Oh
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought it was cheaper than that.
No. I could have got it used, but I'm like, I don't want to use controller. I'm like, I want to be able to. I want to break this in. So, like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm a serious gamer now. Like, I'm locked in. I'm doing pretty good. Let me invest in myself. I get up there when he rings it up, and I said, ugh.
So you said a PlayStation Portal? I'm not buying a PlayStation Portal.
Yeah.
No. This is the controller.
At this point, I was like, damn, maybe I should have got a Portal, but I made the investment. It is pretty cool. You don't realize how important, like, I don't know. It's important to have these extra controllers down here instead of trying to move your thumb off the stick. Mm-hmm. It makes a difference.
It gets you closer to the PC players because they have multiple keybinds they can use.
Yes.
Each time because they have essentially 20. We have over 30 different other buttons we can click on a controller. If you can just add 5, there you go. And I love the triggers. You can get to either the full force trigger, so like driving a car, or you can do the click, like stop motion click, so you can get better tapping.
So and it makes sense because stick drift, pushing down on your joystick. People don't know stick drift is when your joystick just moves
Slightly over, yeah.
and it's from constantly pushing down on it. And Call of Duty games, all first person shooter games, you usually press down on the stick. That's how you sprint. Shout out to homie Go Berserk Nate. He was like, you should put down your trigger finger so you just avoid the stick drift, or add it to one of your paddles.
Oh,
I'm like,
nice.
oh, that makes fucking sense.
Genius.
Yes. So like before I bought the controller, I was trying to play claw, which is where you use your pointer finger down there, and I'm like, nah, bro, my hands are too big. This hurts my hand. So yeah, I went and got the controller, made the investment. I like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love it. I'm enjoying it. Was it worth $250? Not or $220? No, hell no. But
good.
It make me play better. So that's why I got it.
Now I'm gonna hit you with some bad news. Actually, fun fact first. Do you know why the PlayStation 2 controller doesn't have stick drift?
Why?
Because the PlayStation 2 controller, whenever it turned on, you know how when you're a kid you used to always spin the analog sticks, right? That's actually a calibration method. So whenever time the PS2 would come on, you would spin it.
Oh yeah.
Calibrate itself to see where it is. It'll nullify the drift as best it can. So us kids just messing around, PlayStation already knew that we were going to mess around with it, so they just made it a regular recalibration method. But second thing, this might make you a little bit sad. So there's a rumor going around that they may be ending Call of Duty Warzone.
I heard.
Yeah, if Verdansk doesn't do well, they might just scrap it.
Damn.
So, I mean,
it's been fun though. I've been making clips.
Shit. Yeah. No, dude. Get. This is more of a get as much out of it right now as you can.
Right.
Enjoy every second to the best of your abilities.
It's been fucking fun, dog. And there's some sweats on there. There's definitely some unemployment force guys that play 10 hours a day, unemployment teams on there, bro. Because there's no way. I'm not gonna lie to you. The worst thing I hear when I get in the game is when I hear, yeah, chat, thanks for the gifted. I'm like, oh, dog, somebody's about to make a clip out of me. When I hear that, I just know it's about to be the sweatiest of lobbies. But yeah, what's cooking? What's cooking? Austin has some beautiful stuff. More art. Austin, keep posting that shit to your story because I liked it. I even showed the missus. She was like, damn, Austin draws really good. I said, yeah, I know. He went to art school.
Yep.
Keep doing it, bro.
Went to art school to get yelled at that I wasn't good enough.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Whiplash.
About right. Literally. Am I working on anything? I am working on a couple things. It's nice now, so I feel like I'm ready to get back into the lab. So I did go ahead and snap up.
Oh, nice.
The Ultron. I did this last night and today. I forgot how this has like a lot of pieces, a lot of nubs to clean. So this took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take to actually go in and really clean like I needed to. But it was nice to just kind of sit there and put it together.
Yeah, I mean, it does look good. It does really look good too. I mean, the Ultron, it looks good, man.
So I think I'm going to paint this. I think I'm going to paint this.
I already knew. Was there a question? CD wasn't going to leave the Ultron alone.
He
wasn't going to let Wu Fei down. Are you kidding me?
I got to put it on for my dog. So this is about to get painted.
Ever unpaint a Wu Fei mobile suit?
Yeah, no. I've never not painted a kid. So.
Exactly. CD's the dog. He's a big dog. Go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it for the one time. There is an IPMS show coming up here, the spring show. I think that is April 25th. And I wasn't gonna, rush it, but I think I'm gonna bring this there, and maybe something else. I am working on another kit, and that is actually why I got this. So I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I'm gonna give one of these away. That's why I bought an extra one.
Oh,
I'm going to be working on a kit to bring to the spring show, and if you can guess what kit it is, I will gladly send this out to you. So in the comments, I'm going to say it's not a high grade. I said I'm going to bring this, but it's not this. It's not a high grade. Do I want to say any more? And I have showed it on the podcast. Put in the comments what kit is it exactly, and I will send you this.
Dope.
So I'm working on that. A lot of fucking pieces. I opened up the box, and that's a lot of pieces. Yeah. Woo. So that's 5 weeks out. So I'm giving myself a nice head start. And you know me, I can knock out anything pretty much in 2 weeks. So I look forward to seeing this and that at that spring show. Hopefully, Danzer comes up and Skyfire and all those guys from Oregon. Get a good chance to see Cobra Paw. He's been snapping on his GM build. He's been going crazy on this. He's going crazy on that. So that's what I've been cooking. I did read 6 books last week. 6 romance books. I've been on my romance kick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I'm reading my, me and Austin love our romance mangas. And it's funny because the books have the same let's pretend to date trope or
really?
Yeah, bro. Let's pretend to date and then they fall in love and they're like, or let's not communicate at all about liking each other.
Or they all have an issue that could have been solved if they just sat down and talked for 5 minutes.
That is the romance book. It's cute, dog. I love it. It's a good read. So I've been enjoying that. I think I'm over 17 books now. I haven't checked up my list, but 7 books in a week. I think that's a new record for me. Only thing is romance books are like 300-400 pages and they're like easy reads, so I can sit there and breeze through those in a day. So just been watching that. Watching Jack Reacher season finales this week. That's a great show. If you haven't watched it, Reacher's on Amazon. Invincible, another really, really good show. Ooh. Have you watched Invincible?
That conquest fight. Bro, you saw it.
Yes.
I am so lonely. And I was like, what the fuck? Bro, that...
If you guys aren't watching Invincible, this is one of my favorite seasons, dog. This season, it's great TV, dog.
This season cooked.
Rexplode.
They changed his whole story. I mean, in the comic book, from the comic book to the show, for the better.
Yes.
That speech that Conquest gives when he's on the floor, that was not in the comic. They just added that in. Bro. These writers are on something else, bro.
And for them to cast, for the people that don't know, who they casted Negan as Conquest from Walking Dead. What is the guy's name?
Parallax, they casted the guy from Breaking Bad.
It's just the casting's been on point, acting's been on point. The script, like this show, they've knocked out the park. They've already said season 4 comes in 2026. All the voice work is already done, so now they're just working on the animation. If you guys get the chance, check out Invincible. It's a really good show. Violent as fuck, gory as fuck, but it's a good show, man. I'm trying to think of anything else I've watched that's been good. Nope, that's about it. So let us know what you guys are cooking on in the comments, what you're watching, what you're reading, what you're doing. Let us know, what's going on, what's cooking, what is cooking with y'all. Next up, we gotta give a shout out to our 4th member of the pod, Gunpla Nerd, the unsung member that we always call upon when it gets to what is new in the community. So let's see what Gunpla Nerd has for us this week.
Yeah, tiny bit of a lull last week.
Where did you leave off, Austin?
We left off at the
you talking about this?
We talked about we did talk about that. Well, actually, very briefly. Yeah, but the Reborn Wolf.
I mean, I gotta touch on this. This shit's pretty sick, yo. I'm not gonna lie. This shit is pretty sick. And every time I see an AOZ shit, I'm like, Austin, bro, is eating. All the AOZ heads right now are eating.
Dude, we have been getting fed. And in the last episode, I showed you guys what this has the potential to be now, right? We have so many now base form kits for the AOZ that we're at a level I thought we would never ever be at.
I seen something off of this that has dual Gatling guns. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, the Wolf, the white one. Yeah, we showed the last of the. Oh my gosh, on the last one, it was great.
I gotta find the picture of that because my mouth dropped. Yes,
I might still have it.
This?
Yeah. That's the custom. Reborn Wolf custom. Yeah. Is the dual Gatling guns from Heavy Arms, essentially. Yeah.
I seen this and I said, oh yeah, I need this. There's no way.
Yeah. It is a derivative of this kit. So now, think about it. We got all the versions of the Barzam, nearly all the versions of the Barzam too when it came out. So the Barzan and the Barzan 2. So I'm like, we're probably getting that.
So is this a 1 or a 2? Do you need 1 or do you need 2?
I personally believe you would need 2 of these, one for the regular form and one for the commander antenna if you want to do that. I know for the form you just showed and for the other one, the orange one, those are going to have to require new molds because there's small little details like verniers on the kneecaps. They're actually 2 verniers on the shoulder. They're actually 2 verniers to shoulder. So they're actually going to have to probably remold a lot of pieces up there. The base is there, but that's probably going to have to be a new kit altogether. This I would get 2 of just for one for the commander antenna and one for me to paint.
You heard it here, folks. Get 2. And I believe it's still up on P Bandai. So
it is.
Make sure you grab it because this is going to be a nutty resale price. I already know that.
Dude, I'm already ready, man.
Nutty resale price. Next up, we have some more images here of the Vidar, which actually is out now, released a couple days ago on the 22nd. I've seen some people building this already, and boy, does it look good.
Are you getting this? I forgot.
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm going to say no now because I don't need it, but I could see myself getting it eventually. You said no for you?
Like I said before, I'm not a fan of the IBO style of kits, but out of all the IBO kits, this is my favorite one. Right? So, but even then, I mean, we'll say this: if the opportunity arises itself and it's available and it's affordable at the time I want to get it, I will pick it up. But
this is at Hobby Lobby for 40% off.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Because I'm not going to go out my way to get it.
Oh no!
But it is a beautiful mold. It's a beautiful looking kit. And anybody who buys this, I think you are going to be a very happy person, and you deserve it. You IBO people definitely deserve this. You guys have been. I don't know how you guys have not been getting as much as you should in the Master Grade form.
Right now, they just got this, and then they got to announce with the Lupus. It's like,
yep.
They're blessing them now. What is this? This is the Bandai SDW Hero GF Gundam Astray Type B. Are you? I know you're not getting this.
No, it looks good though.
This combines though with this is the Astray Type F. I believe
the G arms.
Yep, it makes a whole nother suit. Oh, there's a picture of it here. But all 3 of those combined to make another bigger Gundam. I think there might be a picture of it later, but anyone getting those, let us know in the comments. This is a hard pass for all 3 of us. Even though Coop's not here, I will speak for Coop and I will say he's not getting the shit either. Yeah. He's not. Up next we have here is the Psycho Gundam Mark II dropping March 22nd, so this is already out. I believe this was $100 retail here in the States.
$110.
Yeah.
$110. Yeah.
$110.
You know, I've seen this now painted. There is one builder who already finished painting it. And it looks drop dead gorgeous. But no, I will not be getting this. It looks fun though.
It does. I have nowhere to put this shit once it's built.
That too. There's no space.
Yeah.
I have to buy a bookshelf.
Yeah. Literally, this thing is huge. I don't have any room for this. So yeah. I know someone's gonna get it and kill it, like you guys said. The guy's already painted it. I know this would look cool. I just don't have the backlog for it. Even though I just bought 4 more high grades, the high grades stand this tall. This kit's probably 4 high grades taller.
They said the size of an American football, professional size. So it's like that.
I have no room for my desk on that. So.
It's like that. It's bigger than my head.
Like this is it next to this young Asian lady.
That was the Idol group.
This is the Idol group. What group is this?
Yeah, I think it's the Idol group that was there at the GPWC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who are them? I'm with you, buddy. Who are them?
I can't remember the name. I can't.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense now. This is the box art for the Vidar. This shit looks pretty sick, man.
It does look. I'm so happy they went with the pistols. not the sword, right?
Bro.
The pistol, that part in the episode where they had the pistols out was like the most memorable one, and you could see the chamber venting the gas
Yes, bro.
out of
That's
it.
what I was going to say.
Like, yeah, right.
Sheesh.
As if the reptilias like
Yes.
duty, you're like, God dang.
Ugh. I'm
Hate
sick, bro.
reptilias.
I'm not gonna lie. Anything that has double pistols, it's in the backlog, bro. So now that I see this, I forgot for a second that it has double pistols. I probably will get this. Not
And
rushing to
only
get
that-
it,
Mhm.
but I gotta have it.
And not only that, you can chamber the pistols too.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. And the fact that they like, who's even gonna do that shit? But just the fact that they can do it,
Sick.
I'm not even mad about it. Box art for the Psycho Gundam Mark II. I do like the box art for this. Did this happen in Zeta? I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, the Zeta Gundam is there in the foreground, and he's backing up from it, and he does destroy this suit, but it does look intimidating in the anime when he's fighting it because he's just about his own business. The whole asteroid blows up,
Yeah,
and you see
this
this thing come out of it, and you're like, God!
big ass suit. This is sick. Somebody will get this. Like I said, somebody's gonna freak it. More power to y'all. But actually, who knows, man? As many briefcases as Cooper gets, he might end up with this. He might surprise us.
I did help him put all his PGs in the closet, and it was just one after another. I was like, God dang, dude!
He has everything. If we put all three of our collections together, I think we put some stores out of business.
Oh yeah, no, dude. We're at this point we're running a factory.
Yeah,
We're being investigated by the United States Trade Commission. So
we're the single
something's
reason the plastic prices are up because of us three.
Pretty much. We're getting so much stuff. Eventually, Trump's gonna have to tariff us.
Yeah, literally 25% on the internet. Damn. Next up, yeah, this is the SD Hero line. I'm trying to find the picture because I swear they do combine. Nobody's
Probably
doing
do
it.
just further down.
This is your Zigak, which is out now in stores. I did see that. I don't know if it's at your Hobby Town yet, though. Hobby Link Japan.
Not yet. Oh,
that build.
Beautiful painted. Oh my gosh, yes. And Ray Studio already did a little
For the little version. Yeah.
Yeah, for the damage, yeah. Oh,
This looks so good. There's not even any decals on this. This is just a nice paint job.
That's what I was saying. I was like, this is just a nice paint job. There's no decals, no nothing. It's just clean. And then they put it next to like the actual finish, like build. Yeah.
Oh, bro, this is
great
job.
I can't wait. And a kit that was essentially a meme. But look at that. There's the unpainted and the painted one. The painted one, I mean, it's just blown out the water.
Bro, night and day. And they didn't do anything but paint it. Like, I see maybe a couple scribe lines on the backpack, but other than that, it looks the same.
That's it. Actually, no, I think those lines are in there. They just panel lined them. So
yeah, you're right. No, they are in there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just it out the box. Ooh. Brother.
I know you. As soon as you see this at Hobby Town, you're getting it, huh?
Oh, no, it's on site. It's on site immediately.
This is classic. I don't need it, but I can be talked into anything. We're looking at the G-Quax Gundam. This is some photos of the gun.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
Let's see. Was I going backwards? Oh.
You might be going backwards, yeah.
I'm crying.
Oh.
Well, that makes sense. So we just covered what you were talking about. I don't know if you talked about these. These are the Bandai Candy Toy SD Superior Defined. These are kind of cool. Little candy toys.
I love the stance and everything. I thought it was a Gundam Archive figure. And they have a TR6 as well.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh, that's definitely for Austin. I did see an Ultron down here for your boy, so I'm definitely going to cop that. These are actually pretty sick. I might catch a couple of these, and these should be fun to paint.
Mm-hmm.
All the miniature painters are probably going to have a blast doing these.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Cold Steel 1100. It's another third-party build. This is the Red Rider.
Red Rider. Yep, the Red Rider from Code Fairy. And I guess somebody got tired of waiting, so they just made the master grade themselves.
So I wonder if they're going to do all three then. You have the white one, right?
I have the white one in high grade. Yeah, the White Rider. Dude, honestly, if they're making master grade Pale Riders, third parties are, more power to them, because Bandai never made a master grade Pale Rider.
Right. And the high grades are
way past.
terrible.
The high grades are just the high grades. The problem with them are their color accuracy is so bad that painting them is a hassle. It's almost impossible because you have to just mask paint, and in between that you have to wait for it to dry. So
we're good on that. We're good. This is the Star Wars plastic models. Japan will celebrate Japan's 2025 Star Wars celebration. Okay. Shout out to anybody in Japan that's going to this.
Dope.
Looks cool. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Those are all three of those SD warriors combined into to make this next to horse. Yeah, this is pretty sick though for SD. A combiner. I'm surprised they haven't done this sooner.
Yep, Megazord.
Literally Power Rangers. This is clone. Yeah, cool. Somebody's gonna get this. More photos of the Vidar. This is it outside of the armor. Literally looks like one for one of the Barbatos armor, except for just like the feet. So it looks like the only thing they changed. Other than that,
yeah, I agree. I mean, it is a Barbatos frame essentially, right?
Yeah, they all share the frame. So literally now they could probably spam master grades one a year at this point.
They should have kind of been doing that already, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, look at it next to the 1/100.
Wow. Oh wow, it's night and day better.
And Coop was trying to argue with us, saying that you could soup up this on the left to make it look like this. There's
that's way too many modifications.
Too much time. This looks amazing, and I have the full mechanics, and I don't even want to pull out the box anymore.
Hey, sell it, bro! It's already in the bargain bin.
You're not lying. It comes with a whole bunch of stuff. I'm looking really forward to seeing this in person. I hope somebody comes. I should be stateside in the next 5 weeks, so I'm sure somebody will have it built and put together at the IPMS. A new Robot Damashi side MS. This is a Zaku Canon version anime. This is a MS Museum. This is a nice colorway for Zaku. I kind of like this.
I kind of like the stand. I would really like it if more metal builds come with stands like that, because you're right, you can make it like a museum piece.
Yeah, literally just display purposes. This should have been the thing from the get. Now that you say that, they should always have this. I like this. New Bandai Ichiban. This is a Masterlized Mechanics Mobile Suit Gundam. This is
a prize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$850 per attempt.
It looks okay.
Yeah. If you're a fan of 00, this is someone's favorite kid, as Coop would say. They have it in the Trans Am version too.
Somebody loves this.
Yeah, a whole bunch of different prizes. Do you have a favorite character from
00? Maybe Lock On, and Alleluia, but that's just because Alleluia has the romance with Marie. And then Lock On, because I think he's just cool. So cool that when he died, they brought him back.
Yeah, I had to give him a twin brother. He said, "No, don't even call me my name. Just call me Lock On."
And you're just sitting there like, bro.
Okay.
just like how Robot took the name Rex.
Yes, literally.
I was like, wait a minute.
took his DNA and everything, bro. Just said, yeah.
Slowly
copy and paste.
Identity fraud.
Just call me Rex. I'm looking, bro. I know we're off subject, but I'm halfway through the comics of Invincible, and I've like seen what some of the shit Robot does down the line. I'm like, I can't wait to see.
Yeah, man. There's so many like arcs in Invincible where you're just like, and then it got harder, and then it got worse, and you're like, oh geez, how are they gonna get out of this?
With the Viltrumite War, oh my god, that's just gonna be, woo! It's gonna be a movie. Let's see what else we got up here. Anything else worth showing? We got a new quick trailer from the G-Quacks premiere coming on April 9th to, I think it's coming to Prime.
Yep, coming to Prime. So, I mean, just about everybody can see it, really.
I don't know if you caught, there's a GM in there. I did see that. And I did see a Dom looking. Still kind of not messing with it. You think you'll watch it at all, or?
I'll still probably tune in every now and then, but I'll wait for the season to be pretty progressed through, so I can kind of go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then see where I'm at with that. Yeah, I usually will get hooked on a show easier if I can watch it through
instead of having to watch weekly. Let it build up a little bit.
Yeah. Let it build up a little bit. I can just go straight through.
That's
how I watched Gurren Lagann, for example. So,
really? I didn't watch it when it was out on episodically. I watched it like all at once, just one sitting. Well, not one sitting, but I watched a bunch of episodes at a time. This is what another poster here. I'm ready for new Gundam content. I'm ready. Me too, Pharaoh 404. I'm ready too.
I love the first one. It just says cheeks. No, you don't even have to go back. It's funny.
I was gonna say there's another picture coming up soon that I seen earlier that they dropped, and it was literally just cheeks. This is the Evangelion Model 2. Save your money and just get the RG. Trust me. I don't know what this is, but to get the RG. Now, cheeks. Why is this the only product image? there's nowhere for else for me to go. This is new Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figure Arts Lacus Klein pilot suit version. Why is there not another shot of anything else? Is my question.
Gunpla nerd knows where it's at. He knows his money. He knows his face. Hey,
Yacht is an understatement.
Yeah. Damn.
Jesus. Well, that was what's new. Sorry, I kind of went backwards and then went forward, but we have to, take a look at some old stuff and some new stuff, and it's in cheeks, apparently. It's in cheeks. So let us know in the comments what you guys are looking forward to getting. If anyone's copying that Vidar or the Psycho Gundam or AOZ, let us know how you guys feel about that. That's pretty sick. Maybe we'll get Austin to ramble on for AOZ April. We'll get him to, give us some lore about some AOZ kits and how we can build some cooler ones with the stuff we have now. That'd be pretty sick if you could tell us how to build like Hazen Play or how they can build the Oswald. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty sick. Dope. So moving on, now we got Hold That Thought, where we kind of take a step back and we just kind of talk about shit other than what's going on right now. So Austin, anything crazy that you've seen in the news or in life or anything wild going on?
Man, there's always crazy stuff going on. I've actually kind of disconnected myself just because I had to take a mental refresh from it, because every week I turned it on, something crazier was happening. But some more good news in the aviation sector. There was a plane crash in Alaska. That's not the good news. The good news is that it landed on ice. It landed on ice, and the ice was too thin, and the plane sunk through it. That's not the good news, everybody. The good news is that all three occupants were able to sit on top of the wings. The plane was just buoyant enough to keep them afloat until rescue was able to get them and save them from the airplane. The airplane sunk right after they got them off the plane. So
Jesus
there you
Christ.
go. Hey,
I was going to say, did you? I don't know if it might have been 2 weeks ago, but there was a fire, and everyone was standing on the wing of the plane. I don't know if you see.
Yeah, on the ramp. Yeah, and apparently they traced it back to somebody's power bank. Lit up like that's why they tell you not to bring in lithium-ion batteries that are bigger than a certain voltage or wattage, because they carry too much energy. And lithium-ion, it inherently in its design is unstable. It is not a stable element, so everybody, you don't know this, but lithium-ion tends to explode just randomly sometimes. So if there's a puncture in them, that's why if you open up your laptop, there's like bags that cover, there's like a block, and then inside that there's a bag that covers the lithium-ion battery. So if it expands in gas, it like is contained. But yeah, that apparently exploded in one of the persons, and it was crazy. It's like, can you imagine if that was you?
Don't be that guy.
You're like, yeah, man, that's crazy. I don't know who was charging their iPad, right? And you holding the iPad on the wing, still loading up Invincible Season 3.
I mean, damn, I know you wanted to download it, but Jesus Christ, just wait till you. Like, I would hate to be that guy. I had a homie in college. Mm-hmm. He was a little inebriated. We'll just say that. And he put the mac and cheese, you have to add water to it.
Yeah.
Put it in the microwave, add water. Add water, put it in the microwave, boom. Put it in the microwave, no water.
Ooh.
We have 600 people in our dorm, had to evacuate because the smoke was so bad, right? Fire department. And we were all just like, who did it? And I see my homie in the back with his head down. And I can always think, don't be that guy. So the moral of the story, don't be that guy. If they tell you, leave the damn batteries at home, please.
Don't take it on the plane. Or just put it, actually, if you put it underneath the plane, it might have been worse. But no, so another thing about microwaves and don't do. So do you remember when Lunchable used to have like the grilled chicken wraps? Like they actually have like the chunks of chicken and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? They stopped selling those. Discontinued because I think it was too pricey. But also, fun fact, everybody, and I learned this the hard way, do not microwave them. I know they're gone, but if you have some laden ones, do not microwave them. I put them in the microwave. I was like, I want warm grilled chicken, right? I'm like, I want warm grilled chicken.
Yeah.
I know what to do. Put in there, paper towel on the bottom, paper towel on top, hit there, hit 2 minute, hit start, right? Immediately, instantaneously, just engulfed in flame, right? And the 11-year-old brain's like first thinking, open the door, right? It is what you should not do because you're exposing it to oxygen in the room, and then boom, right? So thankfully the microwave has locks. It can detect when there's a fire. Microwaves, by the way, everyone can detect if there's fires in them. They'll actually lock the door and not let you open it, and they'll suffocate the fire. They'll just let you exude the oxygen. I was sitting there like, I must save the house, not realizing the microwave was like, stop it! You're gonna kill us!
Damn.
So, fun fact, everybody, don't microwave Lunchables.
Now think about that shit. If you put it in there and it instantaneously caught on fire, and we were eating that shit,
right?
What does that say to our stomach? God,
right?
Damn.
Like, what was in that chicken?
Yeah, what was that?
Was the chicken laced with lithium ion everywhere?
I had a cousin who worked in the food industry who was like pretty far up there, and he told me this thing, and he was like, one fast food person, I'm not gonna say who, says they use 100% beef in their patties. He said, you know what the secret is? That's the name of the company, not the actual.
The company name is 100% beef. Smart play.
Know what? Damn, that's a finesse.
I'm not even mad at that.
Yeah.
Touche.
That's a good one. So yeah,
well
that's just the name of the company. Don't ask me how much percentage is actually real beef. That's it. Damn.
So I used to work at Mickey D's, right? I was a manager for 6 hours and then quit, right? But in that time to build up to getting to a manager, I figured out that there's a reason why they call it an ice cone or an ice dream. They don't say ice cream cone. So that stuff that you're eating is not ice cream. It's cake batter that's been frozen mixed with milk that's turned into essentially like a custard paste. So what you're eating is cake batter. That's why it's so sweet. And that's why also you only get in vanilla.
Why is the machine broken all the time?
Yeah, so there's actually a reason for that. So the company that actually owns and operates the machines have their own mechanics that come out to fix it. And they have to plug in their own devices to recalibrate the machine. And the machine is never recalibrated to 100% efficiency. It always is scheduled like 75 to increase the longevity of the machine, and therefore it shuts down, stops working halfway through, or almost a little bit after halfway through every time. And the McDonald's has to pay the money to the company to get it fixed. Essentially it's a scam. It's a scam that everyone's contributing to. So that's essentially it. As a matter of fact, there was a guy who actually invented something that actually fixed the problem, and he was like sued by the ice cream machine company and forced him to like actually stop producing the fix. And he put it on a thumb drive, so anybody could walk in there, any franchisees can walk in there, slap the thumb drive in the ice cream machine, and fix it like in 2 seconds.
They said no way, sir.
Yeah, they said no way. They sent the ninjas, they sent the snipers. Black helicopter.
Yeah, is he alive? Is the question.
That's the good question.
Well, told that thought. Let us know in the comments if you guys have anything that's been interesting that you guys wanted to share. We should do that. I think we should have like a Q&A, or let us put some stuff in the comments that you guys want us to talk about. We want to interact with the people that watch us, our real fans. We want to talk to y'all, so let us know what you want to hear from us in the comments. All right. Next up, Austin. What month is it again? I feel like it's a pretty important month.
It is March, which happens to be International Women's Month.
So let's chill. Let's talk about some International Women's History, Women's Month. Let's hear about it. What's some of our favorite women in manga, anime, arts,
video games, history, music, everything. Everything. Women, y'all are awesome.
We love y'all. We wouldn't be here without you.
Really, we wouldn't. It's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a little girl. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Where did I just hear that? Oh, Dancing with the Stars. Someone was dancing to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Good play.
So.
Well placed.
Austin, start us off, bro. What's some women you want to shout out?
So women I want to shout out. So I've been listening to a lot more music recently in just different genres, and I've gotten into salsa, like salsa or yeah, da, 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 da. And especially Cuban salsa slash jazz. And there's this one woman that kind of caught my ear. Her name is Gia Fu, and she's a DJ. That's Gia. That's GIA-FU, and she's half Cuban, half Hong Kong Chinese.
Mm.
And so she has a nice blend of like Asian, like salsa, Asian samba and Cuban samba, right? And I was like, oh snap! I was listening to it. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. I've never knew that there was even a blend or a fusion like that, like ever possible. And she's been making albums, making dance music. I think she has like a YouTube channel where she plays like like hour-long mixtapes and stuff like that of all the stuff that she DJs with, and no, it's just phenomenal. Great music.
I think I got a picture. Let me bring her up real quick.
I think you've seen her before. I think I showed you her before on Instagram. Because she has an Instagram account.
This is Gia right here, right?
Yeah, there we go. That's her right there.
Chinese and Latin music are a likely perfect match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Austin.
Yeah,
let's go.
I was shocked. I was like, this is great. I was like, this is fantastic. I like it. And now on my way to work, I put on that and garage band rock music. And I go back and forth. So like people look at me like kind of a lunatic, like
right. Damn, depending on where they catch you on the street, it'd probably be crazy. 1 minute you're salsa dancing, the next thing you're head bobbing.
And with my car, it's shaking all the time, so you never know what you're gonna get.
Right, a little bit of both.
Is Austin gonna get to work today? We don't know.
Jeez, I see. It might end up in the garage with the garage music, dog.
Right?
Do you have a favorite song by Gia?
Jeez, I don't know if I can pronounce the name. I don't know if I can pronounce the names.
You tell me. Just say it, and I'm gonna find it and put it in here. And they can decide how they want to pronounce it.
Go on YouTube, everybody, and type in her name. It's like the third one down. And she does a bunch of mixes. So if mixes are like from other people's, but she like DJs them together, and do them like in a giant like 1 hour mix. I like listening to those particularly. Yeah, but yeah.
You have a favorite female? Is she your favorite female artist? Do you have one? If you had to have a go-to,
like for music wise,
yeah.
Oh man, that's a good question. Who would be my favorite female music artist? It was Adele at one point, but then that got ruined by an ex-girlfriend. So let's see, and then I'm settled down. Let's see. Yeah, you like this, huh? I was like, no, I don't.
I like Adele. I mess with Adele.
Yeah, Adele's great. Pink was really good. And Amy Winehouse. I think Amy Winehouse. She has that nice raspy voice that I've always been.
Rip. Amy Winehouse. I'm gonna go. My favorite, I think I would say, is Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys, okay. You know, my mother would say she was the better of the TLCs.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all of them, she said Alicia Keys was the only one that she thought she could really sing.
You said Alicia Keys was not in TLC, Awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry, Destiny Child.
No.
Destiny Child. No?
No.
Oh God. All right, let me go get my card. Here. You can have my card, good sir. Sorry. I'll earn it another way.
I'm trying to think. Who are you talking about? No, she's a nobody. She's never been in a group.
She was by herself all the time?
A solo act, yeah.
She was with Beyonce.
No, that's Kelly Rowland. It was with Beyonce.
Oh no. Continue, CD.
Alicia Keys is married to Swiss Beats, but she was a big solo artist early 2000s, mid 2000s. You know, New York.
Yeah.
You know, that's Alicia Keys. Never been in a group though. Not TLC. Or Destiny's Child. But For people that know, I love piano. I grew up playing piano. I grew up playing the sax. I actually have a piano right on the other side of this. And she's a big pianist and singer, so I just love Alicia Keys' music, the way she rhymes. She actually had a show up here not too long ago, and I'm pretty sad that I missed it because she's truly a talent. Maybe she'll end up with Beyonce on a tour or something in a group, but currently she is a solo act. I do not have a favorite song by her, but any Alicia Keys songs, if you ever see me at karaoke, I will sing it. So,
I'm not gonna lie. If I do run into her, I was gonna give her like a CD of Destiny's Child.
I loved you for Destiny's Child. Look at you, like.
Yeah, you were great in Destiny's Child.
Let's hear some of your favorite women in the arts realm. Austin, who are some of your favorite women artists?
Yeah, so one of my favorite women's artists is going to be Peach Momoko. She's a comic book artist, and she has a nice blend of like anime and Western style type of drawing. She did one drawing of X-23 that I absolutely love, and I've never gotten out of my mind. And she's a Asian American. So I forgot what country she was from, but where her family is from. But she came over to America, was learning art and doing everything, and she got into the comic book world, and I think she was like one of the first ones that had a really good blend of anime / comic book with watercolors. And she's a phenomenal artist. And that's right, she did she's right now doing a series on Marvel's Rivals, essentially kind of doing like costume redesigns and whatnot. But
that's pretty sick.
She's one of my favorite. Like when I was learning to do comic book art, like she was one of the big inspirations because I loved manga and I loved comic books. So seeing kind of a cool blend of the two was a really big inspiration of me. So I would say Peach Momoko would probably be one of my favorite in the arts.
She's pretty tough. Never heard of her, but this is really dope work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's been around for a minute. I don't know if she works a lot with Marvel anymore. I think she bounced around with DC, Marvel, and everybody's just like all comic artists. But yeah, she's a collection still going on. Good.
When you're drawing, do you have an inspiration that could be a female artist that you draw from, or is there any
yeah, Audrey Hepburn. She's actually one of the like my model of women that I look at a face and I try to replicate the best I can. Whenever I'm drawing a female face, I think of her face because I always see her as like she's like the natural beauty, right? The natural, just gorgeous. And anything she wears, anywhere she's at, whatever she's doing, she looks fantastic. So I keep thinking of her as a big inspiration of if I make something, I want it to be as beautiful as she is, right? Something that presence, that 1950s, 60s presence of natural stated beauty. That's her. So,
I was not expecting that. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Do you have any favorite anime mangakas that are females?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes.
Ask me to say the name.
Arakawa. Don't make me. I'm a murderer. But yeah, Full Metal
I've learned my
Alchemist.
lesson. I stopped trying to pronounce names. I learned my lesson.
For people that didn't know that, that's a female mangaka. Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon, Clamp. All the members in Clamp are just
D Gray Man. I love it. Demon Slayer.
Man. Yep. Demon Slayer. Yep. And man, what was the other one? It's the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really, Really Love You. Remember that mangaka is a female, right? Yeah.
Inuyasha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. There's
a lot of people still didn't know that too. Inuyasha's mangaka was a female because they all saw the TV show.
Yep. Noragami, if anyone's watched that. Blue Exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
Beastars. It's on Netflix. There's a bunch.
There's a ton of female mangaka. And I gotta say, man, when you talk about work, the work they put in,
especially in the industry, it's male dominated for them to like Full Metal Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably in my top 10 animes ever, and that's you wouldn't expect it.
Wouldn't expect it.
And that's it.
Clamp, Code Geass is Clamp, right? Like I think a 98 or 85% to 90% male ratio who watched that show, and read the manga. Oh, and it female only staff.
and that's That's fire, man. So we gotta celebrate our women in the industry, whether it be art, movies, manga. But let's talk about some of our favorite female characters in manga and games, and the 2D character sides.
I'll let you start this one off, CD, because I think you got a good list.
First is Haruko from Fooly Cooly. I think she might have been her and Faye from Cowboy Bebop were probably my first anime waifus, crushes.
I knew you were gonna say Faye.
Yeah, Faye, Lord, she knew what she was doing. She was gonna scheme, scam, and get the bread from these men, and she was gonna use every asset she had.
The pinnacle of femme fatale.
Yes, literally top of the food chain. She was it. I love Faye. I said Fooly Cooly's tattooed on my arm, both shows. I don't have either of them tattooed. I don't know. My wife would feel if I just had some women on me, but I loved both of them. I think San from Princess Mononoke. I loved her character. She's one of my favorite females. I loved how strong-willed and hard-headed she was, but still like soft. Asuna from Sword Art Online. For people who don't like Sword Art Online, but I love that show. I loved Asuna. Violet from Violet's Evergarden. Another, like, I don't want to say dainty, but that's such a good show, and I love how they kind of built her up as a character. She's forever one of my favorites, and I really like some of the newer shows like Nezuko from Demon Slayer. Just cutesy little character but kicks ass, and my daughter loves it, and we've kind of bonded over her as a character. So I definitely want to give my 2D flowers to the 2D character of Nezuko. What about you, Austin?
That is a strong list. I couldn't agree more with everybody on that list. If I had to add anybody, I would say Chun-Li.
Oh, yes.
More of a just downright respect for her because those thighs don't lie.
Hey.
And I could never beat her. She was the one character in Street Fighter I just never could beat, no matter who I played as. Mei from King of Fighters.
Yep.
She was probably my first waifu and my first accidental, like, when you're like a kid and that clicks in your mind, like, oh, I don't know why, but I like that.
Yeah. I definitely owned King of Fighters, the movies, and yeah, that Macy lived.
The movie. So the movie. So it was the movie. I was at the rec center for summer because our parents just took us to rec centers, right, for summertime when they were busy, right? And that somebody had brought. So I was 7 years old, and somebody had brought Akira, Street Fighter, Ghost in the Shell, and like something else for like anime, like for movie, right? So there was just a bunch of 13, 12-year-olds, whatever, and then me. And we're all just watching on our show back, like on the CRT in the middle of the room with no supervision over and over again. And I was just like, that's I don't know what it is, but more of that, please.
Ghost in the Shell too, like Jesus.
Dude, speaking of Ghost in the Shell, Momoko, not Momoko. That's what we're looking at. Then I want to say Masato, but that's
Masato is
Evangelion.
Yep.
Miss Masato. But Ghost in the Shell.
Kusanagi.
You see Kusanagi, thank you.
Yes.
Kusanagi. And then she was like the female where, like, the first time I saw a female where I completely and utterly believed that she was an absolute badass.
Yeah. Like,
there was no question of like male or female or anything. It was just
badass.
And then everybody else, right? So I was like, good night. And then Nakase from Ace Combat, can't forget her. She's an absolute dream. And then who's the one chick? The chick from Macross, Misa Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
Because Misa Hayes, man, once she got on the roll, she wasn't taking crap from nobody
at all.
She was like, "Look, are we together or not? Get that out the butt."
You
right?
tell me.
You tell, and then she's like, "Hey, we need to take the ship off now. We see that ship? We need to blow it up."
I love it.
Eventually becomes the captain of the new Macross. But go ahead.
No, I mean, those are all great picks. Something about the women in anime that carry the shows. Like me and Austin have always talked about, we love romance. That's a big genre for us. And a lot of our favorite romantic comedies are all ending as far as mangas. And it's a sad time, but you also have, I always got to shout out to the women in those what are some of your favorite mangas? Female leads in mangas.
Ooh, that's a good one. So I would probably have to say Gunsmith Cat's Riley. She is hands down my favorite. Matter of fact, that's something I actually forgot to show. The Gunsmith Cat's omnibus came out from Dark Horse Comics. I actually picked it up, and Riley is it came out. I actually bought it. yeah.
Oh,
I forgot to show it. But Riley is hands down one of my favorite characters in manga history. Just something about her being an American. She's half American, half Indian. But she's growing up in Chicago. She has her own bounty hunter service, and she likes guns to the point where like she can like work out how to use them exactly and like the exact models and makes just by hearing the sounds and stuff like that. So she's absolutely awesome, super cool. There's a what's the one manga where she's a samurai and she gets transported to a new world. Recently, I've been reading that, and it is nuts. It's recent, so I'm of course my memory.
It's a manga or a manhwa?
It's a manga. And she gets transferred to a new world, but she's a samurai. And she wanted an honorable death and couldn't find it in the real world, so she's suppressed. Goes to a fantasy world, finds all these monsters for her to fight, and she is absolutely walking them. Like she's like ogres are coming up like 4 times her size, and she's slicing them up so efficiently and walking like, hey, do you guys have anything stronger? Like talking to the orcs, is that the strongest dude? Do you guys have anything else? And the orcs are like, what the?
Can someone send her back, please? She's beating our ass.
Yeah. We need let's see, Elson manga. We have Eureka. That's from anime. I forgot to say her. Well.
It's okay. Talk about it too. I mean, I like Toka from Tokyo Ghoul. I liked her in the anime. I also really liked her in the manga. I got a signed little poster from the Japanese and the English voice actors from both for Toga. So I like that. I'm trying to ask, what else do we have here as far as women in anime or manga that I like?
Mikasa from Attack on Titan.
Mikasa is Evangelion. Black hair.
Yeah, black hair.
Yeah. Badass. We're terrible with names. Terrible.
We're so bad with names. We're so bad with names.
You know.
Oh my god. But no, she's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Aaron's best friend.
Aaron's best friend. I do love Sakura from Naruto. I know everybody else is bored of her and doesn't think much of her, but I actually like in her final stage, like she actually becomes a really dope fighter.
Yes.
Let's see, and then we have jeez, dude. I'm looking through my list of mangas that I've read.
It's a lengthy list, buddy.
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn long, brother.
That's a pretty long list.
But yeah, oh my god. And Dragon Ball.
Oh, can't forget about Bulma.
I was going to say Videl.
Oh, Videl?
Chi-Chi too.
Yeah, I mean, Chi-Chi, the mother of all, so.
Right? But Videl was, Videl, I was like, she's cool. And then she got beat up. And I was like, oh no. But for a long time, I thought she was actually really cool. Like, she like a superhero. Became like a Saiyan man.
I do peep somebody on that wall scroll back there.
Oh my god, how did I forget? Oh my god, what am I doing? So, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Lucy is hands down one of my favorite characters from Cyberpunk, hands down. Rebecca and Lucy. I mean, the age-old debate, who's better, right? I actually think
who's best girl?
Who's best girl? I think Rebecca is best. No, I think Lucy is best girl, but Rebecca's best character. So it is
Rebecca's death. That should hurt because that was unexpected as fuck.
That was the one that
and they didn't even kill her in like a cold way. She just got smashed,
right? And you just see like the result. You're like, God! You're like, no!
Damn.
oh, you're like, God dang, they off screen too. And that's the one that really hit. That's where I knew it was over. I was like, oh, they're not walking out of this. None of them
Yeah,
are making it.
no.
You killed the favorite character, and everybody's making. Oh my gosh. But no, Rogue from X-Men. She actually low key. Her and Storm are my favorite. Everyone likes Jean Grey, but I actually like Rogue and Storm a lot better.
Rogue and Storm for sure.
Yeah, even in the video games, they were better. And Rogue in X-Men '97 was.
Oh
amazing.
my lord. Storm too, when she lost her power and had to go get it back. Like, oh man.
Yeah, dude, they were incredible. Let's see, we have Storm. Dark Souls. What's her name? Or is it Elden Ring?
Elden Ring.
The blue witch. I liked her because she was just steadfast. She was just like, hey, look, this is it. This is the situation. Marry me. We could probably rule and change some stuff, or not, and die. I'm not. Yeah, you choose. I'm not going to go over this with you. I've been living like 500 years, so I don't really care.
I'm fucking dead. All right,
I'm literally dead.
have it your way. Die.
Yeah.
And then finally, of course, we can't forget the people, the women in the Gundam and Gunpla community. We always want to give a shout out to them. They're few and far between, but they deserve to get the same credit, the same round of applause that the guys get. But they tend to get overlooked, but their work speak for themselves. So we want to give a special shout out to Pixelly. We've had her on the pod. A great YouTuber, a great builder, just a great overall person. I look forward to meeting her sometime in the future when I finally make it to Virginia. We also got, who else we got? Austin up there in Virginia. Sam?
We got Sam. That's right, Sam. One of the
One Punch Sam.
One Punch Sam. Fantastic builder, fantastic overall person. At almost all the IPMS events in Virginia, if I remember correctly.
Who's also been on the pod.
Who's also been on the podcast. That's right.
So please go ahead and check out that interview. Get to know more about Sam and the wonderful talent that she has in this hobby that people don't get a chance to talk about. Any more Virginia builders out there that you want to give a shout out to?
One thing, I wrote this down, and I feel ashamed that I didn't say her name. One more female in anime, and especially Gundam. Kigali.
How could you forget your girl?
I feel ashamed. I'm so sorry. I ordered an acrylic stand of her.
How could you forget your woman, Austin?
I have no idea. I have no idea how I can forget her. Kigali, hands down, my favorite. I just have to say that. I'm sorry. We're okay. Back to real life.
Yes. Back to 3D people. So yeah, we talked about Sam. We talked about Pixelly. There is also Tex Marquise out in California. Dope builder, does a lot for the community. If you're not following her, please do. She has made some Tequila Gundam stuff with people I know they love. So she got some patches, some shirts, some shot glasses. Anyone else? There's Panda Builds out here with me.
Panda Builds, that's right.
Yep, she is a SD builder who's kicking ass, taking names. Can't wait to see them. Her and her husband, Vic Gunpla, another Gunpla builder in the community. He's awesome, really dope dude. But yeah, Panda, she's cool. She's only been in the Gundam game for a couple of years and, picked it right up and kicked ass. I mean, Gunpla Customs is her husband. So that's one amazing person to learn from. So she's another talented builder out here. Any other ones you want to give a shout out to who might not just be Gundam builders? Any up-and-coming artists that you've seen? You talked about Momo.
Yeah, there was a Seattle-based artist as well. She's a painter. Give me 1 second. I probably have to look up all this information.
Yeah. As you look that up, I also want to shout out some figure builders I've been following. Chloe Paints, I believe that's her name on Instagram. She's a mini figure painter. She has like 37,000 followers. So she's pretty big already, but I really love her work. And she also spells her name like my daughter with 2 E's at the end. And she's pretty sick. And she just picked up, Gundams and stuff too. So I love to see new people get into the hobby. And she is a talent, to say the least. Let me share her Instagram real quick. So really good miniature scale painter, weathering, highlighting. And this is Chloe Paints.
Dope. I've come across this channel as well. Yep. Or this page as well, yeah. Man, those miniature painters, man, those are a different breed, bro.
A different breed. And I want to say she did a Gundam for GBWC. Yeah. A little SD guy.
Miniature. Look at that, little SD.
So great work.
Nice.
Yeah, GBWC 2024. So if you're looking for some figure painters, check out Chloe Paints. Did you find that artist, Austin?
Actually, I ran into a different person as well. The mangaka Ari Sumiko. She's currently making the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. My favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm now looking up, and I have all these other females all around me, and I'm like, oh, that's right.
Yeah. I also wanted to shout out a friend of mine. Her name is Cindy. Cindy reads books. I talked about her last week or last time I was on. She's a TikToker, Instagrammer. She, big fan of romance and just books. So she goes around Seattle, looks at different small bookshops, posts what she's reading. She kind of has like spring and color themed book lists. She gives you reviews, tells you, kind of about the books, gives you a spice level depending on how spicy you like your books, and an overall review of the books. So give Cindy Reads Books a follow on Instagram and TikTok if you are a fan of romance and just books. Books. So I actually get a lot of my romance reviews and books from her. We go way back, so please go give her a follow.
Dope. Awesome.
I think that's it. What do you think, Austin?
That's it. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good. Yeah, we covered a lot. Of course, there's always more we could do, but nobody wants to hear Austin rambles for 35 minutes again.
Next time. So Austin, tell them, where do we get these kits from? Where did I just get 2 Marasami Kais, a G-Quacks from?
Well, I'll say you got them from vulcanhobby.com. Once again, that's vulcanhobby.com. Vulcan Hobby is a big supporter of our podcast, and he helps us out a lot, clearly, with everything that we do here, including sending us some kits to help us out, and also for giveaways and stuff. So, hey, show them some love, because they're showing us some love that can bring you some love. So keep the cycle going. That's vulcanhobby.com. Use our code TheUndergate10 for 10% off. Once again, that's the code TheUndergate10. No spaces.
Don't forget the, please don't forget
the, please. It's the Undergate10 for 10% off at vulcanhobby.com. CD, let them know where you get your paint so you can paint your kits by hand.
Yes, I'm back in the paint booth, and I'm using my favorite paint, SMS Paints. Use code Chloe's Dad to get 10% off directly with SMS. They are a lacquer-based paint all the way down from down under in Australia. They are airbrush ready, so you just pour it, spray, and go. Use code Chloe's Dad to get 10% off directly with SMS. Use them. And since Coop's not here, we still have to say, use code COOP10 for 10% off directly with the gun primer. They have great tools like the Gritta, the Bouncer, the Razor, the Glazer, and a whole bunch of other things. Use COOP10 to directly get 10% off directly with them. Support us so we can keep supporting you and bringing you guys podcast episodes every week. We read everyone's comments, man. We really appreciate you guys taking the time and sitting down and watching our episodes. There's been times where we might just not have wanted to do an episode, but we know somebody out there might just need to have this episode. They might just need to check in, sit down, and take an hour and a half away and relax. So we do this for you guys. We love doing this for the community. We love doing this for the community, and that's why we are so consistent, and that's why we promise to bring you guys an episode every week. Whether it's 3, 2, or just one of us, somebody will sit down here on a Wednesday and talk to you about Gundams, Gunpla, and everything else in between, because we are the Undergated Podcast. And that's what we do, Austin.
That's what we do, big guy.
So until next time, y'all, stay consistent. Pick something in your life and be consistent with it. Our one consistent between the three of us, no matter what, we are going to sit down and we're going to talk about a podcast. That is our consistent, but don't let it just be that. Hopefully you guys are consistently sitting down on Wednesdays and watching us. But even if you're not, be consistent about something in your life, man. Make one thing consistent and stick to it, and I guarantee you'll see a change in your life. That is my soapbox. That is my 2 cents to y'all. That is my 2 cents to y'all. So
Awesome.
we'll see y'all in 168 hours.